A Serial Killer Returns by F.J. Donohue. Read by the author. Copyright 2020. Chapter 1. Elton had been an NYPD patrolman for a little over 4 years when he was promoted to detective. His time in the streets prepared him well for his new job. A wide variety of patrol assignments during this time provided a solid foundation. He grew up and was educated in New York City. It was home. A newly minted detective is always assigned to a veteran. Elton was lucky in that he was assigned to Walt Johnson. Walt was a longtime detective, happy in his grade and well experienced in investigations. Walt was not interested in climbing the promotion ladder and spent his time and energy on solving crimes. He was an investigative force at the NYPD. He always caught the tough cases. Walt and Elton were an interesting team. Walt from a working-class family in the Bronx, and Elton, sometimes called college boy by Walt, was from Harlem. When he did use the term, it was a compliment, not a put-down. He never called Elton college boy around the other detectives. Walt also came up from patrolman to detective with many years on the beat. Elton had also put his time in on the streets, and Walt respected him for it. They were a good team, learning from each other. Walt was old school. His weapon was still a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver, while Elton carried a 9mm Glock. Walt insisted they go to the firing range every month. No sense carrying a weapon if you don't know how to use it, was his message. I'm 1 in 1. I've been shot once, and I shot a person once. Neither was enjoyable. When I was shot, it was during the winter, and I was struggling getting a hand under my coat to get the gun out. Lucky the guy was a bad shot and just nicked me. If you ever end up there, it'll be happening very fast. You need to operate on instincts. Elton said, I've only pulled my weapon once and never had to fire it. That's good. Some cops reach for their guns too quickly. In the end, it gets them into trouble. All of this was taking place in 2010, 5 years before Elton would move to the Binghamton, New York Police Department, so the family could be closer to his wife Kendra's parents, who were in assisted living. Their health was rapidly declining and was a source of worry for Elton and Kendra. Chapter 2. The call came in early on a Friday morning. A man was found in an alley on the Upper West Side. When Elton and Walt arrived, 2 uniforms had taped off the area. The crime scene techs were also just arriving. Guys, give us a minute to look it all over before you go in, said Walt.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?